What would you do, Chris Long, if you were caught on the kiss cam? Are you married?
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
happening here? Are
No,
you?
it's the other
Okay.
hand.
All right. So Chris says.
Yeah, any excuse to kiss my wife, I'm taking.
Now we need not only a kiss cam, but we need a bell to like ring up all the points that Chris is scoring at home here. Chris is from 2nd Street Restaurant and Bistro in Williamsburg, and everybody in the building knows you're making dessert because the whole place smells like chocolate. But we're talking. This is a triple chocolate cake we're making.
Yes, ma'am. It is. It is. And if I could get you to turn on the mixer, crank it up on high. What we're going to do is we're going to start by making the mousse. Wait, no, we're not starting now?
Got to throw time. Yep,
Okay.
time out. Where all we do at this point is just, it's kind of like when the Obamas were caught the first time. It's like, are they going to make the cake or are they not going to make the cake?
Well, I was going for it.
This time we just go, no, we're not going to make the cake. Next time we get caught on the kitchen cam, we'll make the cake.
All right.
Kitchen. All right, we're back in the kitchen now with Chef Chris Long from 2nd Street Restaurant and Bistro in Williamsburg to make that triple chocolate mousse cake with the pistachio brittle. And I'm going to let you say the rest.
And Eritas Petite Syrah syrup.
I'm sure I would have nailed it.
I'm sure.
No.
You didn't practice.
Okay, I didn't. So what's the first step in the cake? You're right.
Okay.
When we last left our hero, you were about to give me a
Too much
job.
coffee this morning. All right, so your job is to turn the mixer on. Wide open. It's on the other side.
You say that like I should just know how to do it. To 10?
Pull it towards you. Yes, ma'am.
All the way.
Crank it up.
All right. What's
All
in there?
So what we've got in here are egg whites and a little bit of sugar. And we've got some egg yolks that I've already whipped with some sugar. And we're going to fold those together once these are whipped. And while that's going, I'm going to show you what we're using some acetate paper this morning to make it, because anybody can put mousse in a cup, you know, kind of like the pudding cups Mom used to make.
Right.
This acetate paper allows us to make a mousse mold that we can remove at the after it's made, after it's set up. So we've got just a basic chocolate cake, Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker, whatever your favorite is.
You're not particular about the cake part. It's that last thing you said.
Exactly. It's all about the mousse, baby. It's all about the mousse.
Okay. Oh, all right.
A little masking tape to hold that in place.
Okay.
And we'll set that over here.
Now, where can you get this paper?
You can get the acetate. I got that online. You can get it at the cake supply store.
All right. So
the internet's great
for some fancy, I won't mention a high-end cooking store, but no fancy mold. You can make this yourself, right?
No, exactly. Yeah, and it's actually easier if you use it without the mold.
Okay.
Because the acetate, there's some property to it that it doesn't adhere to chocolate. So it looks, it helps it keep a nice smooth edge. I don't have that property. And chocolate adheres to me as well. All right, so.
Look at that.
So now we're going to fold this together. We spent a lot of time whipping the air into this.
Yeah.
So we want to fold it together and not knock the air out of it.
How come you can't whip up the eggs, yolks, and whites together?
Because the whites will not whip if there's any fat in the bowl, which is why you separate them out. If you accidentally break an egg yolk and it falls in with the whites, they won't whip.
Okay.
They'll just get kind of a little frothy, kind of like a latte, but they won't get that. The air that is incorporated into the eggs gives us the texture and makes the mousse nice and light and airy.
Okay.
If not, it comes out kind of thick and pudding-like.
Right.
Which it's still chocolate, but.
Which, as we said, anybody can make pudding, but
exactly.
it takes a tough man to make a tender mousse. What's going in there now?
All right, so this is our melted chocolate.
Yeah.
This is dark chocolate, because really, it's the best kind.
And you had put sugar in the egg whites and the
Yes, ma'am. The sugar actually helps it hold a little bit of its shape.
Okay.
And we're just going to fold this together. And actually, would you mind
I can do that. Yes.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to whip some heavy cream over here for the final step in the mousse.
So I'm guessing this is on the menu right now?
Yes, ma'am. It is. And I've got a couple. Flip it up. I'm going to grab.
So are you doing like a seasonal summer menu right now?
We do. We actually just started our summer menu yesterday.
Okay.
Kicked off lunch.
I swear he did not prompt me to ask him that question. You didn't. It's just pure coincidence.
We planned it this way.
You did.
I figured you'd ask something. So.
Right.
All right. And.
Is this looking like it's supposed to?
Yeah. Just done a great job. You're a good surrogate, but.
Okay. I wasn't taking enough off the sides.
Exactly. You got to get it all in there. All right. So as soon as our cream is whipped, this is what we're doing today is a chocolate cake, and then a milk chocolate mousse, and we're doing the dark chocolate mousse on top, so you get the different color layers.
All right.
Looks super fancy, but it's really pretty easy.
All right, so you took the same steps with the milk chocolate mousse
Yes,
that
ma'am.
we're doing now.
The only difference is we subbed milk chocolate for dark chocolate in the first mousse.
Okay, what's happening with that?
That's the piping bag that we're going to put this in.
Oh, all right.
And that kind of makes an extra set of hands.
All right, listen, this is the kind of thing that we should do off camera because there could be some spilling. And it just so happens that we have to move along to Ariane and our next guest. So I will help you get all that in the piping bag, and you will look away. Look away. Look away. The whole red-white thing, it's like the dark chocolate, milk chocolate, but you're not making people choose today because it is the triple layer chocolate cake. You get them both. So we've got the dark chocolate mousse piped perfectly into the piping bag.
Right.
I should have let you guys watch.
She's a great assistant. So what we're going to do now, take our extra set of hands out of the way here. And we're just going to pipe this right on top of the dark chocolate, or on the milk chocolate mousse. All the way up to the top.
And if folks are just kind of tuning in, wondering, how did he do that? We'll put the how-tos and the recipe online at thehamptonroadshow.com, or you can go on up to the 2nd Street American Bistro, 104 2nd Street in Williamsburg, and we'll get you the phone number there, too, in just a second. Actually, if you just boost that a little bit, prompter, please. Phone number, 220-2286.
All right, so this is one that I've done ahead of time through the magic of television.
Right.
And it's been chilled, so the mousse is set up. We're just going to peel the masking tape off.
Earlier you said this would come off very easily when the time came.
I get the tape off. And I use masking tape so I can find it. My eyesight is going in my old age.
Look at that.
Looks like I know what I'm doing.
Well done.
All right. So we also have a little pistachio brittle. And this is just sugar that we've boiled.
Yep. I'm
and
gonna
added some.
I'm gonna do that, and the trash one is.
We're just gonna.
Whoa!
Crack it like that. Well, that way you get
violence. And you
out
thought
the
it would just be the roller derby girls.
I know.
Violence in the kitchen. Controlled violence. Right.
Exactly. It's all for a good
No
cause.
bruises.
And then we've got our little Aerotos syrup reduction. This is just the red wine, with a little bit of vanilla bean, and some peppercorns, and a little star anise, and some sugar, and just reduce it till it turns into a syrup. And there's our triple chocolate mousse cake.
Wow.
Breakfast of champions.
And people should eat the garnish. Come on, don't be shy. You know, people like me should eat the garnish.
Promise it won't hurt you.
It's good. Very crunchy. I like that. All right, I'm going to bring my friends. When we come back,
do.
Chris and Ariane are going to come over, and they're going to want to try that too.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you very much. Chris Long, 2nd Street.